So hi guys, this is Frederick in making English version about, well, I really doubt how many people are really interested and have seen my video in English version. Well, I'm very tired. I just come back from the real estate course. I totally off my expectation. I thought really, sometimes just I thought I know a lot. I thought I am well prepared, but after listening to the, those veteran realtors, managing brokers, what they say, what they share, the experience about that, then I realized that a whole bunch, everything, so many things. It's kind of like each one of them on a specific topic that about how you handle your clients and things like that. I can't help myself in saying, how do you handle all this stuff, I was so busy listening to them, dropping notes, and then kind of like, God, how am I supposed to do this? I thought real as simple, but it's totally not like that, especially about the law parts that you need to read so many things and you need to understand how the law works, especially on the real estate part, because let's just say this way, that people are easy to use excuses to try to charge you money, and things like that. So, well, I just hope, it's kind of like a little bit of, no matter what, it's a little bit, I have a little bit of, if we are going to Desteni to face more fears, more, I don't have a word for English at this moment, for devastating natural disasters, let them be, let them come quicker, because we are not living. We are at this moment just suffering, and most people, the majority, are just enslaving. 95% of the majority are just enslaving inside the enslavement pyramid every day, and and not aware of what they are doing, and not aware of they can change, and not aware of they are being enslaved. Why? Because that's exactly what I want to talk about today. The topic. After I record the English version, I still need to go back and to restudy my book and prepare for tomorrow's work on the classroom. That it's kind of like I was so confident, but right now I'm a little bit like, can I really handle that? Can I? If you give me a client, can I really capable of convincing him or her that to give me a listing or things like that? Am I capable of doing that? There's so many things that I can use, and I can learn from them, and just doing everything that those instructors, those veterans, managing brokers said, doing all of those of them, I even had a hard time to remember them. I would need a list or something to, and the problem is when you are in front of a client, you have to be very skillful. You cannot be, showing that you are not qualified or things like that. You cannot be cocky, and you cannot say, oops, I made a mistake, then you're screwed. So what I want to say is 95%, the majority of the public are living with what? To back them up. Living in thin air, living back up by thin air of hope. Hope what? Hoping of one day that they can win a big lottery, they can get a promotion, they can have lots of money, tons of money, so that they can live like kings to 5% at the tip of the enslavement pyramid. Why? Because they will say, look, I heard story that those people that they were broke, they were having nothing, and then they just using their diligence, doing every day to keep on doing, and boom, all of a sudden they become successful. I mean, that's what most people heard and use that as an excuse to. So let's just keep doing it. Let's just keep being a slave and hope that maybe just one day that I have a chance that I can become upgraded in the enslavement pyramid, that I can become super rich. I mean, so that I don't need to work. I can work less and getting as much money as possible, getting more reward. But well, actually, there are two big problems here. Problem. First thing is, according to the current law, you are never going to be capable of taking over their places. Those that live in the top 5% of those kings, of those, you can say those elites controlling at the back, they use the laws to legally to rob you. They use the law to legally to rob the poor. Of course, they will need to face the consequence after that. They will be removed quickly. I mean, I just heard that there was a very wealthy Chinese in Hong Kong somewhere, and then right after he signed the contract of selling the house, and then boom, he got a heart attack and died. And people just say, oh, that's just an incident, one occasional incident, but I can tell you that more will be coming. And I mean, just like what Desteni said, more people will die in the public in heart attack, and more of the people will suddenly die and they just be removed, and the nature will be having the fears, more devastating, much more devastating disasters coming. Just, to back us up, because else nobody will listen to us. Nobody will say, yeah, we are oneness and equal, yeah, let's just treat each other and love thy neighbor just like you loving yourself. No, nobody cares, and everybody, the majority of the 90% are brainwashed, are just keep hoping, please, let me win the lottery, I fail, I buy again, let me win the lottery. I fail, I buy again, being a slave, and for another day, let me win the lottery, peace, oh God, and then you fail again. So what? You keep on doing this type of dreaming for 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 years, and then 30 years, you're still like that, and then before you die, when you become so old that you're waiting for your stroke, or you cannot move, and then when you look back, and you just say, how did I spend my life? Just keep on working. Only work. And working for those 5% that are at the tip of the pyramid, that have tons of money, and they can print as much money as they want, and being super rich at the tip of the pyramid. That's your whole life. Do you want to live like that? Well, I do not. I'm like 40 years old, but I might not be able to. I don't know whether I will be able to see the installment of e-community system, but I mean, that will be the greatest gift, just like what Bernard said, the greatest present for the children, maybe our children, my children, I don't know. Maybe the children to come, and their children is the greatest gift. It will be the greatest gift, and even after you die, just like me, one day that I may come back, and being human or whatever, I don't know, but it is not definitely what I want to experience on earth. I'm just talking about the human side here, the enslavement, the greediness, and all sorts of things. It's very simple. Use e-community system. Go research it. What is e-community system? E-community system is telling you that we already have the technology to produce goods that will last for a lifetime. Look at the military porters. They are extremely durable. when you remove the factor of greediness, you can have cars that last for lifetime. You can have laptop computers that last for a lifetime. You can have computers, printers, chairs that last for a lifetime. Why they are not here, as brother said, is only because of greediness. Because whenever there's a failure, when something broke down, then someone will benefit from it. Someone will make profit from it. And the 90%, 95% of the majority are just in the dreams, and they totally don't aware of they are being enslaved in the enslavement market. So if you are one of the 95% of the majority, I would say that wake up, and you don't have to live it this way. If you're still dreaming and thinking that there's no consequences to those 5% kings, elites at the tip of the pyramid, I can tell you that then I would rather save my breath, because you don't believe in consequence. You believe that those super rich are just enjoying themselves. So I wouldn't even try to convince you, because you are just like those 5% of the elite or of the kings. For those that will be using common sense and see, there's something wrong here. I shouldn't use use thin air hope, hoping that I can get a lot of money the next day, next week, to back my life up, and besides, I can live like heaven through e-commerce system. Through e-commerce system, I only need to work for 4 years in the labor system, and then I can retire. I can do whatever I want. All my basic needs, the housing, the food, clothes, hygiene, clean water, all of that will be taken care of. It will be heaven on earth. And I really urge you to summarize. I would like to urge you to ask the question: why do those hope really exist? Do those hope of winning a lottery, getting a promotion, getting super rich someday? Do this hope really has they ever been checked? Have you ever been cashed out such checks, such hope? No, and you never will, because the law is protecting the rich, the super rich. Now, is that the only way that to live? No, you got your community system. So why keep on dreaming and hoping and dreaming and hoping and dreaming, hoping for 30 years, and they keep on actually, don't just look at what you might get. Don't use common sense. Don't just use the idea of saying that I might be that super rich guy someday. I might be that multi-billionaire someday. First of all, they have consequence. They have serious consequence after they die. Secondly is there's no way that you can replace that position. There's no way. No. Because most of the bankruptcy are not from the corporation. Mostly they are from the middle class. It's the middle class that got bankrupt. Have you ever heard a multi-billionaire bankrupt? I've never heard something like that. So that's why I would ask. I'd like you to ask yourself, why using a thin air hope that never cash in for wanting for more and more and more money. Don't give me the saying that look at other people, look at those billionaires. They are the example for you. Yeah, they are examples for you, but you will not be them. You will not become them. Otherwise, you would have already become them already. That's common sense. You say, no, I'm step by step getting there. Well, how much more step are you getting there before you get there? Maybe 100 steps, 1,000 steps, and for those that are really a few steps are getting close to become the kings and the elites for the tip of the 5% enslavement pyramid. Well, I would have only one sentence to you. The greatest gift to you is think about the consequence. There are serious consequences after you die. If you believe taking what I said, that's fine. If you don't, then, well, just like what Bernard said, see you on the other side. You will know, you will prove it. And because of your disregarding everything, because you disregarding nature, disregarding animals, kingdoms, disregarding what they are suffering at this moment on earth, you already sentence yourself to be early departed, which is dead earlier through viruses and germs, or natural disasters, or heart attack. You decide. Thank you.